I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I'm here at Lucky Shot Archery in Chehalis, Washington, and I'm going to do a video on the Rinehart hog targets. So what you see here in front of you is the Hogzilla target, which is going to run you about $850 after some tax. The Razorback target, which is going to be somewhere around about $500, and then the Javelina target, which is going to be around $300. Now, all three of these are in the Signature Series foam, which means that that's their UV protected, like range quality foam. And then it's also going to be self-healing. So all three of these are going to be as good as it gets when it comes to self-healing from the arrow. Now, as you can see, like the Javelina down here has a lot of wear and tear on it, but it is still able to stop arrows just fine, even though that insert is really starting to get shot out. That's a couple year old range target. The Razorback, stepping up to the next one, and as you see, gradually going to get larger overall. These are to mimic what you would actually be out there hunting. Is going to have a very large insert, and then you get up to Hogzilla, and it's obviously going to be just monstrous. Now, a few key points that Cody told me is going to be for range use. The Hogzilla target, he feels comfortable using it pretty much any distance. So this insert is monstrous, and the target sits pretty low to the ground, and it's pretty thick overall size-wise. So he's able to put this, even up to, an 80, 90 yard shot and move it in and feel comfortable with that. When you move down to the Razorback here, that one he said is going to max at about 50 yards for where he would put it on the range, but it does have a very big insert, so the majority of the body of this target is actually insert, which makes it pretty nice for not having those issues of the body being shot out. And then when you get down to the Javelina, he's usually about 30 yards and in, and that one has a pretty small insert on it, which means that the body is going to take a lot more abuse. And if you look closely on it, you can definitely tell it has taken a lot of abuse, because a little miss is now going to be moving outside of the insert. Now, for just an individual person like myself buying one of these targets, any one of these is going to last you years worth of shooting, but it's just going to kind of depend on what you want to do. So Hogzilla at that $850-ish price range is going to be a target that, as just the individual shooter, is going to last a long time. When you move down to like the Javelina, that's definitely something that you could shoot out a little bit more, but it's also a lot lower price, and you can have a couple of those for the price of this. So if you're setting up like an at-home range and you are a little bit more on a budget, you might consider a few of the smaller ones. But if you're looking, you have one target at the house, you love pig targets, or that's just what, you're wanting that look, then the Hogzilla target is something that will definitely earn its keep for the cost. Let's go ahead and go back to 20 yards, take a shot at Hogzilla, and also take a look at what the other targets look like at that distance, and then we'll go ahead and come back and finish the video. We're back at 20 yards now, and we're going to go ahead and take a shot at Hogzilla. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take a step back here so it focuses in on the targets. I really want you to notice at this distance, Hogzilla is big enough that it's next to impossible to miss that target at 20 yards. The Razorback is lengthy when it comes to the insert at this distance, but height-wise, you're definitely getting a little bit smaller. So if you shoot the wrong pin, you could be missing that target, and then in the 10-yard intervals. And then when you get to the Javelina, it's definitely a lot smaller. That one, height-wise, you will have to make sure that you're on. So let's go ahead, draw this back, and take a shot at Hogzilla, and then go up and see what we get. All right, arrows down there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Well, I hope you like this review, and I hope this answers some questions if you're looking at any of the Rinehart boar targets, just which one might fit you the best. Like I said, quick summary on them all. Javelina, about 30 yards and in. Razorback, about 50 yards and in. And then when you get up to Hogzilla, any distance you really want to set it at. This thing is a brick wall. It's going to stop anything and be very hard to miss at the closer distances. So if you're practicing up and you don't want to, have your arrows have a chance of missing, definitely consider something like this. If you have better aim and you really want more accent pieces or the specific animal that you're trying to hunt, if you're going to go out and hunt smaller javelinas, then you may definitely want to go that way. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content like this coming out soon. Thank you.